Hey everybody, this is Peter with Cooking with Peter. Today I'm going to show you how to make one of the best southern desserts you can ever have, and that is the most delicious banana pudding. Let's get started. I want to go over the ingredients with you today, and first of all, if you're going to make banana pudding, you got to have bananas. And you need about 6 to 8 bananas for this dish. Every banana recipe calls for vanilla wafer cookies. So we're going to have that. We're also going to have some chessmen cookies to go on top just to dress it up a little bit. If you have family members who need to eat gluten-free, of course you can always use gluten-free vanilla wafers. I have a young niece who needs to eat gluten-free, so this will be set aside for her. We have a box of instant banana pudding. Now most recipes call for a French vanilla pudding. I like to use this one because it amps up the banana flavor. And to that, of course, we're going to just need 2 cups of cold milk. Over here, I have 1 block of cream cheese, and that has been sitting at the room temperature for a little while. 1 can of condensed milk. We also have a container of heavy whipping cream, half a cup of sugar, and then later we're going to be adding just a little bit of vanilla just to bring it all together. Okay, banana pudding is one of my most favorite desserts. It ranks right up there with coconut cake, apple pie, tiramisu, chocolate chip cookies, oatmeal cookies, ice cream. Oh, wait a minute, my director is telling me to move on. So let's move on and I'll start telling you how to put all this together, okay? I'm going to show you how to put all these ingredients together. It's really very simple. All you have to do is slice up some bananas, and let me get a knife over here. And you just want to cut them about like that. Nothing too thin, nothing too thick. Really, really simple. So I've got about 6 or 8 of these bananas to slice up, so I'll continue on with this, and we'll come back whenever I get all these bananas cut up. We'll be right back. Okay guys, we're getting down to our last banana, and I've sliced up 8 bananas all together and just put them here in this container. So we're through with the banana cutting, so let me move on to the next step. And the next step is going to be to blend together the cream cheese and the sweetened condensed milk. So you just get a bowl like this, put this in here. We're going to be using 3 bowls all together, and then we'll bring it all together. You want to make sure that your cream cheese is at room temperature. That's a really important thing, because therefore it'll blend together more nicely that way. So let me set this aside, grab my mixer. And this all comes together and really easily. Just make sure it's all good and smooth. Okay, we're finished with that. Let me wash off these little discs or these mixers, these beaters, and we're going to come back and go on to the next step. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm going to mix together and beat up the whipping cream. And here we're using just 1 container of whipping cream. I'm just going to put in the whole thing. This is a 16-ounce container, so it's 1 pint, so 16 ounces. I'll set that over here for now. And now we just have to mix this for a while and get some air in there, and it will start to get some really good stiff peaks. Be sure to watch your bowl because this stuff will go everywhere like you're seeing. But you're seeing it's already starting to get some air in there, and that's what we're after. Now, this takes a few minutes, so let me work on this, and as soon as I bring it all together, I'll tell you the next step. Be right back. Okay, the whipped cream is coming together. It's not quite there yet, but you want to add in about a half a cup of sugar to this. And that's for a 16-ounce container of heavy whipping cream. And by the way, if I was you, if I were you, I'd be using a tall bowl for this, because as I whipped this, the whipped cream was going everywhere. So Just use a tall bowl is what I would highly recommend. But something else you could also do if you're going to make this dish, you can also use like Cool Whip, but the flavor of using real whipping cream and the Cool Whip or a non-dairy topping, there is no comparison to how this will come out and how it will taste, because whipped cream just gives you that incredible mouthfeel. And so I would highly recommend that you go ahead and just use some real whipped cream on this dish. Okay, I'm now going to move over to making the Jell-O instant pudding, and this is the last piece that you want to make. So you want to put the instant pudding together at the last, because as you know, it only takes about 5 minutes or so to set up, and so you don't want to have this sitting around because it's going to get too stiff. So we don't want that. So I'm just going to pour in the cold milk from over here. And we'll just blend all this up, and then we're going to come back and put all of this together. So we'll be right back in just a couple of minutes. Okay, we're going to start bringing all of our items together, and here I have the cream cheese and the condensed milk. I'm just going to bring in the pudding, mix into this, and we'll be mixing all this together. Now I'll mix all this. Just start to fold it all in together. And folding means this: you dig down and you pull it up. You dig down and you pull it up. That's folding. And folding helps keep the air inside that got into the things like the cream, the whipping cream. So bend down, reach down, fold. Reach down, fold. Reach down, fold. Bring that together. Now we're going to fold in the whipped cream. Looks delicious already. Gosh. Okay, now do not stir this together like this. Do not do that. Fold it in. Reach under, pull it up. Reach under, pull it up. Reach under, pull it up. Just continue doing it like that. If you stir it around, what's going to happen is that all this air that we whipped into the whipping cream is going to deflate. And we don't want that. So reach down, bring it together. Give me just a couple of minutes. I'll bring this together, and then we're going to go on to the next step, which is putting this all together. Okay guys, we're down to the last step, and I have mixed together all those ingredients right here, and I'm just going to put in about a capful or so of vanilla just to kind of finish it off. So if you wait and put the vanilla in at the end, it'll have a really nice vanilla flavor mixed all in with the banana, and it's just really, really, really delicious. Just like that. Okay, now we're going to be putting in some cookies here in the bottom. So every recipe for banana pudding, you always see vanilla wafers. So I'm going to be putting these here. Then I got a little surprise for us at the end, just to dress it up a little bit. You probably know where I'm going with that, but anyway. Okay, now in this bowl, this is for my little niece, Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. And these are gluten-free, little vanilla wafers, so I'm just putting some of those in here for her, so she too can have some of this delicious banana pudding. Okay, now I'm just going to put in a layer of bananas on top. Put some here for Jennifer. Just like that. Okay. Oops. Now, make sure Jennifer's taken care of first. So let me put this here for her. You want to try to cover the bananas pretty well. Otherwise, they're going to turn brown. Not that they're going bad, they're just going to turn brown. So let's put about half of this in. Now I'm going to put in some more bananas. This is a super delicious dish. I love it. My good friend Irma in Oklahoma City let me use her recipe for this. I used part of Irma's recipe. My good friend Paula in Savannah, Georgia, you'll probably know who I'm talking about. She let me use some of her recipe for this, and then I'm just kind of mixing the two different recipes. So now we'll put in the rest of this. Make sure Jenny's taken care of. Over there, we'll put in the rest here. My director always likes to lick the bowl, but unfortunately, I'm not leaving much in there for them to have. So, smooth this out. Oh my goodness. Now, for all of you that like Southern food, Southern comfort food, this really is a wonderful dessert. You know, you've had it many, many times. But using whipping cream on the top is really what makes this delicious. Or whipping cream within the dish, I'm saying, within the pudding and the other ingredients. If you just use like out of the tub, non-dairy topping, it's not as good. Okay, now to smooth this out as best you can. Doesn't have to be exact, but just kind of go like this and smooth it out. Okay, just like that. Now we're going to put in these chessmen cookies on the top. So they look like little chess pieces. So put them in the good order. Now let me finish Jennifer's with these gluten-free vanilla wafers on top. Okay, and there we have it. So always remember that, you know, making things with gluten-free items, you know, it's so easy to do today. And for your family members and friends who need to eat gluten-free, you could even make great things like Southern banana pudding for them as well. Now what we have to do is we're just going to wrap some plastic wrap over this, and we're going to let it sit in the refrigerator overnight. Or if you make it earlier in the day, you can have it in the refrigerator all day, and it'll be ready for a late lunch or an early dinner. Okay? I hope you enjoy this wonderful dessert. It's one of my favorites, of course, and I want to give some shout outs. Robert in Arizona, thank you so much again for your comments. Irma, thank you so much for allowing me to use your recipe. I did kind of tweak it a little bit. Paula, thanks again for letting me use your recipe. And as you can see, I did tweak it a little bit on yours too. So thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Oh, by the way, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. We're getting really close to that 1,000 number, and I appreciate all of you very much for becoming a member of the Cooking with Peter family. We really appreciate it. Be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about this dish, and be sure to tell me where you're from. And if you do that, we'll give you a shout out on one of our future videos. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.